Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm King Posh and I'm excited to show you guys this car. This is my 1966 Oldsmobile Toronado. This is my KPG King Racer Tune, front wheel drive, C-Class, an absolute beast, and the fastest C-Class in the game. This car has been out since the game came out so long ago, and yet here today in 2025 I created the fastest one of them all. And I looked through everybody. There's one that gets close to 250 miles per hour, but other than that, I'm at 250.8, and I have already taken this thing down the highway to see if it does hit 250. I can confirm it does hit 250 miles per hour. But I looked at all these other people here, and I was looking at their top speeds for, the 1750 horsepower engine, and it's totally crazy you can have that much power in a front-wheel drive car. And, this guy gets close, all right? And there was another one that got even closer. Let's see here, 249.8. This guy was the closest to me, but this thing does definitely hit 250 miles per hour. I did look at everybody else, and I mean there's a ton of them. You can get this car on the auto show for $35,000, or you can go in the auction house and possibly get one for $19,000, which I did. For this one, I was like, I have three of them. I had two. I bought a third one, and by the time, and I was like, I'll just save some money. So I went to the auction house and I was able to pick one up for $19,000 instead of $35,000. But as you can tell, there's a few out there of the C classes. All right, and here's the other guy that has 1750, but I'm 50 miles per hour faster than him. So, it's pretty cool. But I looked through all of them and it says, sweet, I am the fastest C-Class. And, I had to make a video of this and show you guys my build, my tune, and, it's an absolute blast to drive. But let's get into it. It's got the 7.4 liter V8, of course, giving you all that power. Stock drivetrain is front-wheel drive. All right. This is the most powerful front-wheel drive out there. All right, we just got a stock front bumper in the front there. No downforce either in the front or the rear on this thing. I did look at, these other add-ons on here, but as you can tell, it hurts the handling, and I didn't want to hurt the handling. And also, as you can tell, my top speed here is 250.8. If I would put it on there, look at it, takes it down 0.1. I didn't want that. I wanted the fastest tune, so that's what I did. All right, and you're going to notice that a lot when I'm going through this this tune and this build. Here you just got a stock tire compound, and then everything else just shoots right to the moon if you give it anything else. All right. Here we just got 265s in the front. If I take it up to here, it takes me up to B class. All right, and of course it does make the car faster, of course, but then it wouldn't be a C class anymore. It would be a B class. So by having it right here gives me that great top speed, and keeps me in the C class range. I did max out the rear tires just to give it some extra handling and some control, since it's got all that power and it's on stock tires. But like I said, you go for anything less and you're going to lose your top speed. All right, rims, of course. I do have a heavier rim on here. Usually, if you guys watch my videos, I usually like to run the Wed Sport TC105Ns. I could save 87 pounds, but look at that. It takes it down to 250.2. I'm at 250.8, and it drops it down by giving it those rims. So I want the heavier rims to give me the higher top speed. All right, here we've got 21s in the front. Same thing. If I try to even just take it down to 20s and save some weight, it takes it down to 250.2, and so on and so forth. I mean, look at that. You're losing top speed by going with the lighter rims, so go with the 21s in the front there. Same thing with the back here. You know, I put these on here, and I keep going down. I'm losing speed. So have the bigger rims on there. All right, here we just got the maxed out track width, same thing. If I would take these off, look at that, it stays the same, but look at that. Does that look good to you? No, nobody wants that. So either way, you know, it doesn't mess with it, but you might as well have it on there since it's front wheel drive, gives it a bigger track, gives it a little bit better hand on line, especially since it's on stock tires. All right, here this does increase the hand on line on there, you know, but I didn't want that. I wanted the extra width. Just to give it some extra, you know, grip in the back. Okay. Here we just got a stock clutch. All right. Now, if you go with this one right here, it takes it down to 250.7. All right. It says shift time is quicker, but your top end isn't. So I just have the stock clutch in there. All right. We got a 4-speed transmission, just the whole save a whole lot of weight than having, like, you know, other things. But even with the 6-speed, you got the 202 miles per hour. I have mine set. It's for 4-speed. It's great. You don't need 6 speeds in this car. I think the 4-speed is fine. Yeah, you can save some weight on there. But, you know, just go with the 4-speed. All right. And then stock driveline. If I wanted to save just some weight here, it goes down to 0.7, all right, and so on and so forth. You know, you're trying to, like, save all this weight, and it makes the car slower. It's like, what the heck is going on? All right, and then it's got a race differential. All right, just got stock brakes on there. You could put these on there, but then again, it drops your speed. So just to let you guys know. And then anything else goes up to B class, of course. All right, I do have drift springs and dampers on this car. It is not a drift car, but if you use anything else, see, I have my hand on line as a 3.4. This takes it down to a 3.2. Race springs takes it down to a 2.8. That's just absolutely horrendous. All right, and all these are like 3s and 2.9s, but this is the best handling, so I went with drift springs. Hey, if it says it handles better, I'm going to run it. All right, and of course, you know, you're looking at speeds here. You know, you can get 250 with the race springs, though. All right, 249, 250.3. But running these, 250.8, the best. Okay. I was able to give this thing some anti-roll bars on this thing. All right. Now, if I go with these, sport or race, it takes down my speed there. Didn't want to do that, so I have it set right there for the street. Okay, here. All right, here we got the sport rear anti-roll bars here. Same thing. Going for anything higher would take me down to 0.7. I wanted to be in the 8s, and since I was in the 8s here and here, I decided to go with the sport rear instead of this one, just to save some weight. There is a full-on roll cage on this thing, and that's mainly because this is what gets you over the 250 miles an hour. All right, so if you don't have it on there, look at that. It takes it all the way down to 248. Yeah, you save nearly 200 pounds, but your top end suffers in the process. So have the roll cage in there. Stock weight reduction, honestly, the only thing you could do is try to save 127 pounds, but then again, look, it goes down to 248.9, and with it as heavy as possible is what the weight reduction, none on there, 250. Doesn't make sense to me. Moving on. Okay? And then we got this. I have just a stock twin turbo. Yeah, there's the anti-lag on there, and you're like, oh yeah, anti-lag is good. Yeah, but then it comes down to speed. I lose 2 points off of my top end. It goes to 250.6. By having this on there, it goes right up to 250.8. It's faster. I'm going to take that versus taking this. And the 0 to 100 is also slower. 12.124 with that thing. And this one's actually 12.107. So it's quicker to run the stock twin turbo. So, yeah. And that's the crazy build. And that's what I was able to do to get this thing up to 250.8 miles per hour, making it the fastest C-Class in the game with front-wheel drive. Let's just make sure of that. All right, let's look at this tune and explain everything on here. So I have a 55 in the front, all right, and 15 in the rear. Now, if I take this thing down by 1, look at that. I start going slower if I'm trying to get some more traction on the front of the tires. I mean, it's front-wheel drive, right? You would think it would increase things, but no. By just moving it by 0.5, it was bringing my top speed down. So this is just how I have it. All right, like I said, you could get a 6-speed in there, save some weight, but 4-speed is all you need with these things because your first gear is high already. All right, the first gear is going well over 150 plus miles per hour, and it's just spinning tire all the way through. So there's just no point in having all the gears in there. 4 is just enough for this thing. Okay, we got this alignment here. It's absolutely looks kind of wild here, but this is what I was able to do to get it to 250. Now this was at 3, but see what happens when I go to 3. It starts taking down my top speed. All right, so I decided to come up with this number, and it works. So I worked everything. I worked all these numbers just to see if I can get a faster top speed out of the car. No anti-roll bars to worry about. Springs are at 1,025.0 and 12.2. The ride height is actually flipped from what I do with my other cars, because usually I've been putting like the, doing it this way, and what happened was I lost 0.8 miles per hour off the car by doing it this way. But if I switch these, now if I keep this one up there, it still stays at 250. But if I take this and go all the way back down, it's 250.8. By doing that, I increased the speed by nearly a mile an hour by just doing that little tweak. How crazy is that? All right. Dampening, same. These numbers are all over the place because I was tweaking everything to get the best top speed out of the car. All right. Because usually I have like 10, 9, 6, and 3 here. All right. But here, I was working everything around the numbers to see how fast I could possibly get this C-Class Oldsmobile to go. No downforce to worry about. You put downforce on the car, you're going to bring down that top speed drastically. No brakes, who needs them, right? Just be careful with this thing. This thing's got a lot of power and a lot of weight that you got to work with. And then the differential is 21% and 100% deceleration. And that's the tune, that's the build to give you 250.8 miles per hour, being the fastest C-Class in the game. No, because I was messing with things. See, everything should be all the same. All right? Either way. And that's the tune. That's the build on this wicked C-Class. The next thing I do is just take her out and have some fun with her. All right? She's very easygoing. All right? Now, tricks with this thing. All right? So, if you feel like it's a little on the sluggish side sometimes, hit that e-brake, and it will actually, for some reason, kick it off. All right? I did try to mess with the gearing a little bit more, but it made it slower. All right? It's a little sluggish on the start right now, but it is what it is. I did look at this to see if I take this up, meaning making it faster. Look at that. It actually takes my speed down. So, just to let you guys know that. All right, there's 250. Yeah, this thing's fast. For a C-Class, this thing's fast. Yeah, there's 200 right there. But yeah, take your time through this little section here. There's always some cars there, and they're always there to take you out. Alright? You take care of the car's going to take care of you. Alright? Now you're on stock tire, compound. You can't be just going as fast as you want through here, alright? You are going to slide. It's going to happen. Alright? Just take your time through here and then floor it. You know, let off the throttle, turn the car, hit the brakes, etc., etc. Super fast. Super fast car. Super fun. I have taken it on the out here to see how fast it can go. You know, if the traffic is light, you can hit 250 miles per hour with this car. Alright, hit that e-brake. It is going uphill. Usually if you're on a flat surface and you're floored from the beginning, you shouldn't be having that issue. It shouldn't be that sluggish. But it is what it is. I was going for something completely insane. I wanted to squeeze out as many miles per hour out of this car as possible. I've been making front-wheel drive A-Class cars lately, and I was like, you know what? Let's go to C-Class and see what we can do. I know I could have went through that thing. I always forget. That I went through a little a zone. Gotta be careful here. See, we're already... Whoa! Yeah, like I said, this thing, you can't go crazy with it. It will slide. So you just gotta, you know, be easy with her sometimes. Alright, let's go. Get back up the speed so we can get to hopefully hit 250. Alright, there's fourth gear right there. Alright, take our time through there. We're going to be going down to the downtown part. There's a bus. There's a truck. There's cars. See this? There can't be any cars in your way when you're going to that part, or you are not going to hit your 250. It's just not going to happen. All right, you need all the room you can get. Just knock those guys out of the way. You know, I was just hitting this 250 all the time, and I'm not doing this video 30 times in a row. This is my 6th video on this car because I kept on making mistakes. So, it is what it is. I'm not even going to get able to hit it, not because of those cars. Alright, let's try it again. You got to be all the way back here to do it, though. You got to be all the way back. It needs as much room as possible to hit 250. And it grafts on it very, very loosely. Hit that e-brake. That's the secret. That's the secret on the thing. Hit the e-brake. If not, it's going to be sluggish. Especially if you're going uphill. Alright. Alright, now I remember I can go through cars. Take my time with this thing. Take my time with this thing. Slow down. There we go. That's better. Drop it down a gear, get it up to speed. $230. $232. Alright, shift. We're on the crest. Coming up. Come on. Usually I'm playing at night and I can see better. But here we are. 48. Come on. Come on, you can do it. No. I hate those things. 248, 249. There's 250. So it does hit 250. All right. Let's see how it races. Oh, I told you, it's right there. You can hit 250 with the car. It's just right there. All right. I knew it could do it. I knew it could do it. And then if you really want to see its top speed, we can take it to the Hot Wheels track, and take it down one of the boosters. That'll really, you'll really get to see the top speed of this thing. Here we go. Look at that. See that? It takes off, no problem. You just gotta watch it on the hills. You might just have to tap that e-brake, just to, give the back end a little drag, just so the front tires give a chance to break loose, and then you can take off. But on flat surfaces, it takes off, no problem. All right. Here, it handles really well. It really does. You just gotta be easy with her, But it works. Now, I would say that this car would be good for versus AI and computer. I wouldn't necessarily take her for, with PvP, only because that's player versus player, if you want to know. Because they're all going to be running either all-wheel drive, better tires, and will just leave you in the dust. Here with the computers, they know nothing, so they're already gone. But yeah, this thing's fun. If you want to have something that's different, fun, front wheel drive, this is it. Right? It's a beast. It really is. It is a beast of a car. Yeah, I'm loving this thing. And even though it took the whole highway to hit 250 miles per hour, it hits 250 miles per hour. And it works. I like it. Hit that e-brake, get those tires to spin. Trick of the trade. Hit that e-brake, get those tires to spin. Yeah, it's awesome. I'm loving this thing. But yeah, I've just been making front-wheel drive cars for A-Class, and I was like, you know what? I'm really going to make a C-Class. So that's what I did. And then, yeah, I figured out that, 1750 was the most power you can put into a front-wheel drive car, and I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it for the people. Why not? And we did it in a 3 minutes and 1 second. 3 minute 1.7. It's very, very quick. Very quick. Like I said, we're going to go to Hot Wheels. Let's see how fast this thing really is now. I've been tuning this thing all evening. Finally got it to where I like it and to share it with you guys. So why not take you to Hot Wheels, and we just take it down the one strip right by the festival area there that just goes downhill, and you can just see the actual top speed of the car. So we'll do that. Why not? You're here. So let's get into it. This thing will hit 250 a lot quicker. All right, just saying. All right. So, is this it? This is it. All right. Let's see the actual top speed. Well, it's not actual, but you know what I mean. There's 250. Oh! What? What? Guys, I've never flown that far to actually get to the actual waterfall. This is sick. And I'm front wheel drive, so I'm not going to be able to make it up there. But this is wild. Look at this. Look at that. Can we get behind it? Oh, we can pretty much get behind the waterfall on that thing. How sick is that? Either way, that is just wild. I was not expecting that one bit. Yeah, maybe when we do that, we take it a little easier. Yeah, that I never have ever experienced that ever. Here, we'll stop this thing here. Floor it. Yeah, for the C-Class and all that power, it's not that bad. It's already up to 1,500 plus horsepower. But yeah, there you go, 267, and it just flies right off. That is just wild. But hey, at least we were able to stay on there. Let's see if we can even make it up this hill. Probably not. It pretty much loses all of its momentum to get up that hill, being that it's front wheel drive. Yeah, so, but it's making it. It is making it. How's that power? Look at that power. And that torque. The torque is getting me up this hill. It is right at like the red line, but it is getting me there. That is absolutely crazy. I've never experienced that once in my life. Yeah, and you guys got to enjoy it with me. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. You know, here we go. We're just going to go back. There we go. Woo! Take it down to third. It's pretty fast. It's pretty fun. And it does hit the 2. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. We're at 249 right there. Totally wild. Either way, it's an amazing car. I highly recommend it. You know, yeah, it's something else. Yeah. Well, hey, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, there is other ones out there that I have made. I have made 800. This was I made yesterday. So if you need a little grip, you want the A-Class, let me pull that up for you guys as well, just in case if you want that. I have things set for circuit, best for handling for both of them. But here, we just got to find it. There's Master Front Wheel Drive Racer there. That was from 2022. That one's got 1,200 horsepower. If you want the share code for that, there's that one to try. That's my number one there. Let's go through here. Yeah, here it is. This is the newest one. Here is the share code for that as well. So if you want to try the A-Class, you can definitely try that as well. And let me know in the comments below what you guys think of it. And yeah, I'd love to hear it. Like I said, those are the tunes that I have up there. And then I have a drift tune for this that I made back in 2022. But either way, this is all for race. I mean, look at that. I made 3 race tunes, all front wheel drive for this car. It's an amazing car. I love this car. It's an absolute blast to mess around with. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy as much as I do making them. So yeah, but that's about it. That's the video. That's the video. I mean, what else do you need me to say? But yeah, like I said, it's really easy to obtain. Like I said, you could just probably just go in the auction house, and go to Oldsmobile. If you don't have one, there it is. All you got to do is put that there, and see what you can get. Look, there's $20,000 for one. It really isn't bad. All right, like I said, I was able to get mine for $19,000. Like this one's up for $19,000. That's just pretty much what I did, and you could save some money because it is here. It is in the auto show. Or there, it is in the auto show for 35,000 credits. So save some money. Go in the auction house, pick it up, put my tunes on there, and let me know in the comments below what you think of it. Anyways, until then, stay speedy, my friends. And I hope to come up with something next. Peace.